loaded now. And if you notice, there is column one, column two, column three, column four, right? Which is making like lots of confusion. I don't know what exactly data I have, right? What column is this, right? This column should be like product ID, brand, right? Product, category, subcategory. But I'm getting column one, column two. So of course I need to fix it. Secondly, if you notice between box and column name, it's completely blank, right? So
Okay.
here, this one indicate what kind of data type is this, right? So this is also missing. So I need to change the data type. Next, if you
Okay.
notice in table view, I can see table data in table format, right? So here also header is not available, right? So there are lots of things we need to transform, and this is how it's look like before transforming the data. Okay,
Yeah.
so in home menu, I have transform data. Okay, and this is the same thing. Even if I could select transform at that time, then I will get the same option, which is Power Query Editor. Okay, so there will be another tool which is related to Power BI. This one is desktop. This one is Power Query Editor. Right. Once I click on transform, I will get this Power Query Editor option. And here you can see it's look like same as like any of Microsoft product. For example, here we have uh, save icon. Then here we have name, Power Query Editor title. Here we have menu. Here every menu have their own ribbon, right? And all ribbon have their own feature. Okay. So there are so many features, so many ribbons, options are available. We are going to understand one by one.
Yeah.
Let's understand interface of this Power Query Editor quickly, right? So in left side, we have queries, right? So queries in the sense, whatever tables, files you have imported or you have uploaded in Power BI, you will get list of those tables here. Okay.
Yeah.
Once you click on any table, then in center, you will be able to see data of those tables. Okay. Just above of that, you can see here we have function, which is same as Excel, right? But the difference is in Excel we write formulas, okay? But here this is already written, or we can customize or modify, and this is called M language, okay? So basically,
ARM.
Power
You mean you mean
M
AR
language,
like ARM?
M M
Okay, M language. Okay.
M language, okay? So basically, Power BI created using M language,
Yeah.
okay? So if you notice, even without writing anything in this one, whenever we click or we do any step, right, then that will use M language in background, and you can see here what's happening. And also we can customize as well. Okay. Then in right side here, first of all, you are going to get table name. If you like, you can change from here as well, or we can say rename, or by double clicking here. Also, you will be able to rename, or from here also you can rename. For example, I'm just going to rename it as capital P product and then hierarchy.
Postgres.
Okay, and here also you
Can
can
I ask
see
a
that
question?
same. Yeah, please.
Are you recording this?
I think it should started. Yes, it's recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, it's automatic recorded actually. Any more question you have?
Oh, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. So here we can rename our table or file name, and just below that we have applied a step. Okay, so please note, in Power BI desktop we have Control Z and Control Y. It means undo or redo button. But in Power Query Editor, there is no undo or redo button. Okay, there is no undo or redo. You will not able to do Control Z, Control Y. Now you might have question in that case how I can rectify my mistakes if I have done before, or how I can go back, how I can go forward, right? So best part of Power Query Editor is that here, whatever action you are going to do in Power Query Editor, every step going to record here. Okay, every step going to record here, and you can move into any step anytime, like a time traveler. Okay, you can go fast. You can go past any step, rectify that, rectify, remove, modify, whatever you want to do, and again you can come back into present. All right. And whatever you are going to modify in past, of course, that is going to impact in present as well. Okay. So there is no undo button, but yes, you can go in past to rectify your steps. Right. We are going to do that as well. So here we have applied steps. All right. Any question and doubt till now?
Good.
Perfect. So here, quickly, we are going to clean our data, right? Could you please tell me like what type of things you can see here which is not cleaned or we need to clean? For example,
Uh,
brand and product we need to separate, right?
mhm.
Or
So yeah, so what I see is like the even though it's named as column one, column two, column three, but I think the next row shows us the
hmm,
type of the data that are there, right?
correct, very
Product
correct.
ID, product brand, type,
Mhm,
length,
mhm,
depth and width, and category and subcategory.
correct. Okay. So as you mentioned that first we need to get the correct header, right? Column name.
Yes.
So for that one, there is a feature called use first row as header. Okay. Under home menu, we have use first row as header. And by name, it's clear that when I click on it, the first row will be considered as header. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the same has been recorded as I mentioned previously. Whatever step we are going to do, it will record here. So promoted headers, right? I just
Hmm.
promoted as headers.
Yeah.
Suppose there is any what we can say values are in bottom, right? And would like to make that header, then also we have option. And just vice versa, if you would like to make first row headers as first row, then also I can do. Okay, so whatever mostly we use first row as header, but in case you would like to just do opposite, then also we have option. All right. Now next, I need to split these values. Okay, I'm looking for brand in a separate column and product in a separate column. For that one, simply you need to select that column, click on that column. When I click like this, then we will select row. When I click
Yeah.
like this, we will select column, right? So in what column you would like to modify, just click that column. And under home menu, we have split column. Okay.
Okay.
So once I click here, then multiple options we are getting, right? So here
Yeah.
we have by delimiter, by number of character, by position, by lowercase to uppercase to lowercase, by digit to non-digit, non-digit to digit. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
So do you know what is delimiter?
No.
Okay. So delimiter is basically a separator, right?
Okay.
Any value we can consider as separator, right? So
Okay.
generally we find such value which is common in each row, right? So that we can use that value as separator for product and
Separator.
brand. So you can
Mm.
guess that this opening bracket, right,
Mm-hmm.
we can consider as separator because every row have that value, and under bracket we have brand, and before that we have product, right? So this one
Yeah.
I can use as separator. For example, there are some values like uh, abc@gmail.com, xyz@gmail.com, or we can say abcd@yahoo.com, right? Now, suppose you ask to find that domain name, okay? You need to get domain name. Then what we can do? We can use this as separator, right? At the rate. I can say whatever the value we have after at the rate, that should be domain name, right? Gmail.com, yahoo.com, hotmail.com, and all, right? So I can just
Mhm.
split like this. Sometime what happen? Suppose there is a vehicle number. Like in India, it's something like GL 123 UP something value, HR something value, right? Now there is no separator, right? If I will ask that give me a state name and vehicle name, right? Then I know that first two letters are state name. Okay, so I can just extract first two letters, or I can split that first two letters should be in a state and remaining values should be in vehicle number, right? This is how I can separate it, right? Similarly, if there is something like you have bunkers, right? Okay, now if I will ask to separate first name, mid name, if any, and last name, right? So in case we need to separate first name, mid name, and last name, then what should be the separator? What should be the delimiter in that case?
The space.
Blank space. Correct, right? So this is
Mm.
how first you need to understand that while splitting the column, which options should be used, or like which approach will be appropriate, right? And based on
Mm.
that, you can select option. Here, let's understand one by one option what kind of things we have. First is delimiter. So if there is any delimiter, any separator we have, right? So I can select that. Here, few are given as default, or just go for custom. And here you can mention any value from A to Z, numeric or characters or a special character, whatever you can mention, right?
Mm.
Based on that, it will separate. So for example, here I'm just going to give this one as separator. And
Mm.
here I have few more options, right? It's saying that left most delimiter, right most delimiter, each occurrence of delimiter. It means if I'm going to select this one, then suppose there are multiple delimiters are available. So I'm saying that select first as delimiter, and after that, whatever value we have, it should be in one column. Before that, whatever value we have, it should be in second column, right? Right in the sense, if they are multiple again, then right will consider as delimiter. So before that should be in one column, and after that should be in another column. Okay. Each
Mm.
occurrence in the sense if there are multiple delimiter available, then each value it should be in separate column. Make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So since we have single delimiter here, so it doesn't matter. We can go with each as well or left as well. So once I click here, then now you can see before that values are in this column and after that delimiter or separator value values are in another column. Similarly, suppose this is not what I'm looking for. Okay, I was supposed to do anything else, but mistakenly I have done this. Now I need to go back, right? Since we don't have control Z option, so what we can do, as I mentioned, we can time traveler using this step option, right? So here I can go back and we can see it's look like the previous. Also, I can see here even before making headers, right? So this is how look like.
Mm.
Now, this step is something which is not required. So here I have cross button, right? So I can remove this step or I can remove any step. Okay, so then that action will be removed. Also, in few steps, you'll be able to see this gear button as well, where I can customize my steps. For example, I have done based on this, but if I would like to change, oh, this is not something which I supposed to do. I was looking for blank space. Then I can customize. I can rectify my steps as well. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suppose this is not required, just close it. Now you can see again we are back in the previous stage. Then we have number of character. Okay. As I mentioned, sometimes you might need to get like a static value based on a static value of number. For example, in this case, first two character I need in separate column and after that in separate column. So in such scenario, this is going to help you. Number of character. So
Mm.
here, once I click again, then it will ask how many numbers. If I'm going to say that two numbers, right? So again, we are getting here two options. One is saying once as far left as possible. It means from the left side, first two characters should be in one column, and after that, whatever value we have should be in next column. Right?
Another column. Uh-huh.
Yes. Then second is once as far as right possible. It means that
From the
last,
back.
yes, from the right, last two in one column and remaining are in another column. Repeatedly, it means each of two characters should be in separate columns. Okay. For example, if I'm going to select repeatedly, let me show you. You can see each two characters. Now you might have question why there is one. So it will count blank as well. All right. So there is blank value. So it's counting blank as well. All right. So you can see each column containing two character where there is no values left now, so there will be null. All right. So this is how we can separate. Again, next we have by position. Okay, by position in the sense there is no fix or something. You can split like I'm saying. Give me first. Start from zero. It means from the very beginning. Then first two character in one column. Then again five character. Okay, there is comma separate. Huh? Start from zero. Then give me two. Then give me five, right? And so on. So this is how I can go for position, though it's very rare required, but still we have option. So here we have first two, then first five, then the remaining one. This is how it's going to segregate, right? So not first five from the five. Okay. So two here, then like fifth one, then here the remaining one. Okay. And since we have blank space as well, that's the reason we are counting blank space as well. Okay. we'll understand how to handle blank spaces. So this is how we can split based on position, though it's very like rare we use in projects and very anywhere. Similarly, if there are any values like suppose bunkers, and then we have rise something, right? So we can use caps to small and small to capital letter as well. This is how we can use based on uh, case sensitive, right? Or we can say based on a lowercase to uppercase to lowercase. So based on that, we can separate. But as of now, okay, digit in the sense this one. For example, we have 10.50. Okay, so this one also we can split. Before dot or before point should be in one column, after point should be in another column. Okay, so this is how we can split based on multiple options we have, and whatever your use case scenario, you can use accordingly. As of now, we have option for delimiter. So again, I'm just going to click delimiter, and here it's already selected this one. I will click like this. Now I'm getting product in one column, brand in one column. Okay, so quickly, I'm just going to rename this column by double clicking here in column, you will be able to rename. So this should be as product, and this column is basically brand. Okay, any question, doubt you have till now?
No,
Perfect. Now,
understood.
if you
Yeah.
notice, great. If you notice, there is one issue. We have closing brackets and brand, which is of course not required. So I have two options. Either I can go like this. Again, I will just use delimiter, and this time I'm going to use this one. So whatever the value we have before that, it will be in one column, and after this value will be in another column.
Yeah.
So since after that closing black bracket, there is no value, so we are getting a blank column here, right?
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
is not professional, right? So
Mm-hmm.
of course I can now remove this column, and I can like get what I'm looking for. But
Yeah.
professionally, this is not correct one, right? When you need to get both values, in that case, splitting the column is good idea. But when you are looking for any specific value to extract, right? The remaining values are not required, right? Then instead of doing this step, first split, then remove column and all, we have one more feature in Power BI, which is split, right?
Hold on a
So
minute, please.
under extract, sorry. So under
Can you
transform menu, we have
hold on?
extract.
Can you hold on a minute?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Mhm.
All right, go ahead. I'm here.
Okay, great. All right. So under transform menu, we have feature which is extract. Okay. So when you need to get specific value, or like you don't want to get using a split column, then we have extract. So where I'm only looking for value which is before the bracket, right? So once you
Yes.
click on extract, then again you will get multiple options. Length in the sense, this is going to tell you how many characters you have for each row, right? So when I click here, then you can see in this one 6 character, in this one 7 character, in this one 10, and so on, right? So length is going to help you to understand the count of character. Next, we have first character. First character in the sense, I'm saying that give me first two character only. It means first two character only will extract, remaining will be vanished. For example, first two character only I'm getting, remaining has been removed.
Okay.
Suppose you need to extract last character, right? So just opposite of first character, I can extract last, suppose three character. Same, I'm getting last three character, remaining has been removed.
Yeah.
Then we have range. Range in the sense from here to there. So here it's asking for starting index, right? So I'm saying that okay, from uh third, okay. If I'm going to mention here three, it means first three it's not going to count, right? After this three, it will going to count. I'm saying that start from third and give me two character. Okay, then what will be the output? For first row, it should be on. For second row, it should be lo, right? For third one, it should be ta and so on, right? It means first three character will be removed and it will give me the next two character, right? Let's
Mm.
see how it looks like. See, on, lo, ta, right? This is how
Yeah.
you can get whatever value you are looking for, but it should be in a pattern, right? Now,
Yeah.
next we have text before delimiter. Again, we know what is delimiter now, right? So if I'm
Yeah.
going to consider any value as separator and I'm looking for values before that, then I can go with text before delimiter. For example, in our case, if I'm going to use this as delimiter, I'm looking for all values which is before that, right? So here I will just click like this, and here I will give a delimiter, and this is what we are looking for, right? Without creating a blank column or unwanted column, I can get what I'm looking for, right? Just opposite, sometimes you might need to get value after delimiter, right? So in
Yeah.
case there is a scenario, just to give delimiter and whatever value we have after that, you will get that, right? Sometime what happen, suppose in this case, if you notice there are two delimiter available, one is at the rate, another is dot or point, right? So instead of at the rate gmail.com, instead of gmail.com, I'm only looking for Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, and so on, right? Only domain name. In that case, also we have option that we can use to delimiter, right? Or we can say between delimiter. So if I'm only interested to get Gmail, Yahoo, and so on, so I have option text between delimiter. Okay, and good thing is that I can use different delimiter here. For example, here I can use at the rate. It means whatever value you have after at the rate and before dot. If I will mention OK, then I will get only Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, and so on. Cool, right? Okay. So here I'm just going to extract value before delimiter, which is required in my case. Here I'm getting what I'm looking for. Similarly, quickly, now I need to split these two as well. So would you like to help me? Yeah, tell me there.
Okay.
Okay. Now please help me how I can split this. I have selected column. Now next, what will be next?
You can use split column.
Split column, very nice. Now which option?
Uh, let me see. And let me see. We can do by yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it. Maybe we can split by digit to non-digit, or we can do by delimiter too, or just use
Okay.
that uh, text. We
Digit,
just use that text.
digit. Very correct. Digit to non-digit will not going to help you because everywhere is not digit available, right? And also, if I'm going to use digit non-digit, then
Oh,
this
there's a
one also
decimal.
will separate, right?
Yeah, there's a decimal
So
here to separate.
yes,
Good.
so decimal based on decimal it will separate, which is not required. So yes, delimiter as you mentioned that as X, I can use delimiter, which is correct one. So simply I will click delimiter and here I'm going to mention in custom as X, right? So whatever the value we have before and after X, it's going to separate accordingly, right? Great.
Yeah.
Now, similarly, this one also I can split. I will go split column. Again, as I can see, the double pipe is separator
Developer.
here,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right? So I will just click in delimiter. Here I will use double pipe and I will make OK, right? Now, quickly,
Okay.
I'm just going to rename my columns.
The columns.
So this is length, this
It's depth.
is depth, correct? And this is width. So I'm just going to this here to paste it. Okay, now this one is category,
Okay.
and of course this one is subcategory.
Yeah.
Now we have done some transformation, cleaning the data, right? Now the
Mm-hmm.
next one is, as we know that for few values there are blank space available in trailing and leading, right? If blanks are available in like beginning, then that is called trailing blank space. If blank space are available at the ending of any character or any values, that is called sorry, this one's called leading, this one called trailing, right? Blank space. Sometimes you might get blank space between the value as well. So how I can handle
So,
this, right? Yeah.
so which one is giving us a leading and which one is
Okay.
giving us trailing? Which one is giving us? I thought they
Okay.
are giving us both of them are trailing. If the space is in the front, it should be leading, right?
Yes, if the space are in uh, starting, beginning, right, that is called leading. Okay.
Hmm.
And if a space are available at the end of any value, that is called trailing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So how I can handle, even if you notice when I separated like length depth, so at that time also there was blank space. I have used this X as delimiter, right? But
Mm-hmm.
before that also white space is available, and after
Mm-hmm.
that also white
After
space is
it's
available,
available.
right? Yes. So when
Mm.
I splitted this, those blank space are available with these values, right? And you know,
Yeah.
it might, though it's not seen by naked eye, but it's going to impact you if you notice when I was splitting or extracting using this number of character, right? At that time, that blank space also going to count, right? So you might not get exact output you are looking for. So it's better to remove that, right? So what I can do, I'm not sure in which column there is a blank space available or in which column it's not available. So for the safe side, I will just select all column by pressing Control and A. I can select all column like this. Okay.
Okay.
Right click on any column. We have here transform option. Okay. Right click. Once right click, we have transform.
Mm.
And under transform, here we have trim and clean. Okay. So you can use any of them. The difference is if there are any, suppose blank space, then any values, again blank space, again value, again blank space, something like this. Okay.
Mm.
Then this is called leading. This is
Mm.
called trailing. And sometimes you might have value blank space between the values as well, right? So if I'm going to use trim, then it will only remove blank space which is available in leading and trailing. Okay. But if
Mm.
you'd like to remove blank space between values as well, in that case, clean going to help you. what will do clean? Clean will remove all unwanted blank space except single blank space. Okay, single one of course required to separate the values, and remaining will be removed. So I can just either I can clean or I can select trim. So as of now, I'm just going to use trim because between blank values, it might not available, but you can go with clean as well. Understood? Any confusion, any question you have?
No.
Perfect. So I just trimmed blank space and there is no blank space now. All right.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm going to change data type, right?
Yeah.
So changing data type is very much necessary. Else
Yeah.
Power BI not going to give you correct output. For example, if there is any suppose revenue related column, right? And if I have not used correct data type, if I have used text, for example, and if I'm going to perform any kind of arithmetic calculation, then there will be error, right? Even Excel also we know if I'm there is suppose one and there is something A. If I'm going to calculate this multiply by this, then of course you will get error, right?
Mm.
Similarly, we need to change data type very correctly. So how we can change data type? So you need to understand that what is data type related to text, numeric, date, time, and all, right? Which we
Mm.
already
Yeah.
discussed in previous class. So now quickly, please help me to change the data type. What data type it should be?
That's um that's a combination of um
Alphabetical
the
number, right?
yeah.
Alpha and number, right? So it should
Yes.
be text, text, right? So here you can
Okay.
see it's already considered as text, all right?
Check.
So we can leave
Yeah.
as it is. Or once you click on this icon, you will get all data type available here, right? So you
So
can select
available.
as
Yeah.
text. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, once I right click on column, then I'm getting option as change type, right? So
Mm.
once I right click and go for change, here we have all data type. So as of now,
Right.
text is already selected. Okay. So we are going
Yeah.
for next. This one is also text very clearly, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Brand, this one is also text. Type, this
Mm-hmm.
one is also text. Length. This is not text, right? But
Mm-hmm.
here it's considered as text, so we need to change it. Please note,
Yeah.
in Power BI, we can, if you notice in setting, I have mentioned that we can set up that automatically data type will be detected, right? But since we are learning and we need to understand that what type of data type and how to change, that's the reason we are going to change manually, right? But yes, Power BI can detect automatically as well. All right. So here, length is currently indicating as text, which is wrong. And I need to make this correct data type. Can you please tell me what data type it should be?
Decimal.
Decimal, right? So one thing we need to notice, suppose even there are whole number available in multiple values, right?
Mm.
But in case there is even a single value available in decimal, then that data type will be decimal. Okay. Now you might have
Okay.
questions. Suppose there is million billion values are available, and if there are one or two decimal available, then how I should like know? Do I need to scroll like this? So answer is no. You can just click here in this icon. So here you'll be able to see all distinct value. Just scroll a little bit. If you find any single value in decimal, just simply mark this as decimal value, decimal number. Okay. Now you
Yeah.
can see that the icon of data type also has been changed and values are also aligned with the right side. And we know that text by default always align in left side,
That's right.
even in Excel as well, and numeric values always align in right side, right? Okay.
Yeah.
This one also, here we can see decimal, and this one also decimal. So just I'm going to select both the column. You can click or we can press Control to select, or you can select click on or press Shift to select multiple. Okay. So I have selected both the column. Right click on any column, simply change as decimal. All right. And now I'm getting this decimal value. Both are text, so no need to change. Right. Any question, any doubt you now you have any? All clear?
Hello?
Okay. Any question you have?
No, no. I was
Perfect.
answering
Perfect.
you.
Great. In next file, when we will going to upload sales data, then we'll understand what is fixed decimal number, whole decimal number, percentage we know,
Percentage.
right? Then
Yeah.
also we are going to change
Date and time.
date, time, right? So all those things, especially using local. What is using local? Also we are going to understand when we will
Okay.
upload sales file. Okay. So as of now, I think we have done so many modifications or transformations which is required, and it's good to go with Power BI desktop now. We can create any report based on these data, right? These are the
Yeah. One.
steps what we performed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now next is that we have done transformation in Power Query
One.
Editor, but
One.
of
One.
sorry,
One question.
yeah,
One
please.
question. To go back to the Power Query editor.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
this the row after the header, you see those quality of the data, right? That's why you have valid, error, and empty.
Okay.
So how do you put that there? I know it came automatically, but some files you probably don't have them come automatically. How did you put it there? That's number one.
Okay.
Then
Mhm,
number two, if you're
mhm,
having like in the product column, you have the empty as less than 1%.
mhm.
Is that a good thing, or do they have to be 100% valid, or you can have the empty the percentage for the empty? Is it good, or does it have to be zero for it to
Okay.
be a
Okay.
good data?
Great. Great. Great observation, I can say. So for the first question, this quality is provided, this quality, we can say, mapping provided by PowerPoint editor, where you just need to enable going for view menu. Under
Okay,
this view menu, we
and click
have
the column
column
quality.
quality, right?
Okay,
So in case it's not available, just mark this, you will get that column quality. This one
okay,
is basically indicating that how many valid percentage or values you have, right? If you
mm,
notice, there is in total 699 rows available. Okay. Second is error. If there are any error available, then also it will indicate. And here you will get count as well, right? Empty in the sense if there are any null values available, then you will be able to see count and percentage, right? But also what
okay,
you need to understand, these are based on first few values only or few rows only, kind of
yeah,
like first thousand and all. Okay, if there are lakhs or billions tables or billions of rows available, it's not going to analyze whole table. Okay, first
mm,
1,000 or 1,500 or maximum 2,000 rows going to analyze this. All right.
yeah,
Next is about the blank one. Blank one in the sense, let me just show you. There should be a blank value. Once I click here, I can filter data from here, right? So I just going to select the blank only, and let me show you. There is a value which is blank, where product name and brand name is not available. Okay, and this is product ID. It might be missing or something, right? So it's very much possible that sometime you might get blank values. Okay, but there are
Yeah.
certain rules. For example, you might aware with primary key, right? So if there are any primary key in table, then it's not blank. In upcoming classes, we are going to understand in more detail what is primary key, what is foreign key and all. So except primary key, if there are any other column, other details are available. So yeah, it's possible that there might be a blank values. For example, there is a date, right? Sales date. Logically, if there is any sales, then date should be available. But in case not available, then also fine. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So now, after making all those transformation, now I need to do, or I need to go back my into my Power BI desktop with all those modifications. For that one, in under home menu, I have this option close and apply. Okay,
Yeah.
so once I click in this drop down, then I will get option like close and apply. It means whatever modification transformation I have done, please apply all those steps and close this Power Query editor. Let me go back to my Power BI desktop to create a visual. Apply in the sense whatever transformation I have done, please save, please apply, but do not close this Power Query editor as of now because still I need to done some modification transformation. Okay, close in the sense whatever transformation I have done, please remove all those transformation, all those modifications, close this Power Query editor. Let me go back to my Power BI desktop. Okay. So as of now, of course, I'm going to apply all those steps, all those transformations.
Changing
So I'm going
transformation.
to, yes, so I'm going to click close and apply. Okay. And now you'll be able
Yeah.
to see whatever we have done here in Power BI desktop. Now columns names are correct, right? Also, brand is separate. Where is product? Product is separate now, right? And
Yeah.
also between the box and column name, as I mentioned earlier, that
Yeah.
these blanks are indicating as text value.
It's
If there
valid.
are any sigma value, sigma sign, then it means this one is numeric value. Okay, these three are numeric value, right? If there are any column related to date, then you will be able to see calendar icon. If there are any column related to time, then you will be able to see clock icon, right? These icons are basically help us to understand what type of data this is. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. So without wasting any time, I'm just going to create a simple visual for today. Okay, since we have limited now, so at least we should start a visual now, right? Okay. So for that one in Power BI, it's a very easy to create any visual, very easy. Here you can see there are so many visuals are provided by Power BI, around 25 or 26 by default visuals are provided. You can select any one. But now, since I'm very beginner, I don't know what about the visuals are, and I don't know in what scenario which visual should I select or anything, right? So, of course, that will come with practice, with experience, right? And also, I'll share a PDF file where about the few visuals, it's mentioned that in what scenario you can use what visual that is going to help you. But as of now, I'm very beginning and I don't know anything, right? So how I can start, I know about table. Okay, so let's start with table, right? Here we have like stack bar chart, stack column chart, line chart, area chart, funnel, then we have pie chart, donut chart, and lots of visuals available. So here I'm going to start with table, right? So simply I will click like this. Here I'm getting a blank table. Okay, We can resize like this. Okay, we have this option to resize like this. Okay, since this one is blank, so we need to put data into it, right? So from this table, I just need to select any column or drag and drop you can do, right? For example, I'm looking for category. Simply click like this, drag and drop. Okay, so here, drag and drop. Then we are getting all available category name here. What we are looking for more, like what is depth? Suppose until we are importing sales table, I'm just going to consider his depth value as sales, just for example. Okay, so this depth I'm going to consider as sales adjustment. So now I would like to know what is the total sales of each category. Simply, I will just drag and drop, nothing else. Just drag and drop. Okay. Then here we can see baby care have this much sales, back we have this much sales, total we have 12,606 sales. Okay. Would you like to use length as well? Just drag and drop. Would you like to use product as well? Just drag and drop. Let's see. Each product under each category, what product we have, we are getting all the list here. Okay. Now, one more easy calculation I'm going to show you. This one is sum of sales, right? Sum of sales. This one is total sales. But I'm not looking for total sales. I'm interested in average. What is the average sales of baby care? What is the average sales of beverage and all? So simply, I can click here, this icon. Okay. So whatever column I'm going to use, all are stored here. Okay. So when I click on this icon, it will give me summarization. Okay, so once I click summarization, here I can use don't summarize. Don't summarize in the sense, do not summarize anything, just give me as it is available in table, okay, or in my data. Then some, here we have average, minimum, maximum, count, distinct count, standard deviation, variation, median, and all. Okay, though these are related to statistics, is right. But yes, these are something we can use very easily. Average, for example, once just marked as average, here we are getting values on average. Total average sales we have 18.46 where baby care is 9.15, bakery 17.38 and all. Also, if you would like to see for each category, what is the maximum sales? Maximum in the sense the maximum amount. Okay, suppose a few cells are 500, few are 700, so 700 will be maximum. For baby care, maximum cells is 11, bakery 100, and so on. Okay, also I would like to know having this one, but also I would like to get the count as well. Okay, so again I will just drag and drop this not category, cells. From here also you can remove. And here again, I'm just going to uh, put that cells here. But this time, I'd like to know count. Okay. So instead of say sum, I'm going to make as count. Okay. So here, baby care, there is two cells of baby care. You can see here, right? And what is the maximum cell? There is 11.3 is the maximum cell. Bakery has total 71 cells. Okay, and in total we can say there is 683 cells we have done, whatever data we have. Cool, interesting, right?
Yeah.
Without a single code, without any hassle, right? We can create simple visuals just by drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. Power BI
Yeah.
is very smart. Power BI know which data need to put where. Okay, all right. So now one more thing quickly, I'm just going to show you. Suppose now I have started with table, of course, but possible to make any other visual, then yes, just select on any visual. It will change in that visual accordingly. For example, this, if you feel this one looking better now, keep as it is. But of course, we have option for customization. I can change background. I can play with font size, font type, right? I can change title as well. This legend, this x-axis, y-axis. Here, if you notice, when I move my cursor, then I'm getting what is the sales of the snacks, which is 165. This is called tooltip.
Tooltip.
Okay, tooltip.
Mhm.
So when I'm hovering my mouse, then I'm getting the value. But suppose I would like to provide value front of each bar, then how I can do, right? So we are going to understand how to format, how to customize each and every visuals in our next class.
Yeah.
Any question and doubt you have before closing our session for today?
Beautiful. So, um,
Mhm.
when you're trying to create visuals, how do you know which data goes to the X? For example, you use
Mhm.
these visuals. How do you know which data goes to the X and which data go to the Y?
Perfect. Great. So first thing is that Power BI is very smart. Power BI know which values should be mentioned in X values, what values should be mentioned in Y value based on visual, right? But still, if you know that, then of course we can use like this, what value should be in x-axis, what value should be in y-axis, right? What should be in legend, what should be in multiple. You can put accordingly, or we are not going to deny. But if you don't know, then just trust on uh, Power BI. For example, let me just select this one. This time I'm not going to select table, this one, and I don't know which value should be in x-axis, what value should be in y-axis, right? So simply I will drag like this, and Power BI will create accordingly.
Yeah.
Power BI knows where to put X, where to put Y. Cool?